Hello, welcome back. It's Lucy here from Nonny Buttons Crafts, and today we're going to make a little notebook folder. Here we go, which is basically, this is a rough template to hold my notebook so that when I do my Christmas shopping I can have it tucked in here, open it up, see what's going on. Perfect for Christmas shopping basically. The first one I made, which looks loads better, was huge. I'll just let it focus a minute. And my idea was that I'd have a little pocket to put receipts in, you know, it'd be really useful. But this is huge. This is more like a big Christmas planner rather than something to carry around in my bag. My bag's big, but that's huge. So we're going to have a go at making a smaller one. The notebook that I have to use is one I picked up from a cheap shop, and it's 9.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres. So you could make this to fit. It's quite a complicated process to work out the sizes, but maybe once you've watched this it kind of might help you. So we're going with A4 paper here. I've worked out my measurements to make it as easy as possible really, because I like easy. So we're going to measure at 7 centimetres. We're going to score at 7 centimetres. So go down, and then we're going to score at 8 centimetres. And I will tell you the reasons why in a minute. Then we're going to score at 19 centimetres. And then we're going to score at 20. And then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to score it at 15. Okay. Now, I'll try and explain this to you why, so that if you have a notebook that's a different size, you're still able to make one and adapt it. So with this, we said it was 9, I think, didn't we say it was 9 centimetres? Yeah, what I wanted to do was to have like a 1 centimetre either side of that, and I wanted it to flap over. So let's just fold our score lines, and you'll see that hopefully. That is harder to fold a 1 centimetre score line, and I'm doing it on black, which I think you can see actually, can't you, for once? I think you can see it. Not very Christmassy colours though, is it? But we're going to Christmas it up in a minute. And then fold that one. So, now with this, keep this one folded. The idea is that it's going to close over like that, and it does. That's my thinking, and we're going to use some ribbon, and I'll show you how to attach that in a minute. So if you're making your own, what you need, you know, you might not want these little flaps, but I do, so that once they're glued down we can secure stuff in. So I've got a 1 centimetre either side and about 0.5 centimetre above and below. So it's kind of, you have to kind of put your size paper into the calculator, take off the size of your book plus, you know, 0.5 centimetre or 1 cent either side, and then allow, I mean, we've got 1 centimetre because this isn't very thick. If it was really thick you might need a thicker bit. You have to take that off, and hopefully that would leave you with a figure on your paper, and then you divide that by 2. Does that make sense? Probably not, but if not, you can use these measurements. So the only bit I'm going to glue down, you could use tear tape for this, which would make it simple, but sometimes tear tape, you know, if it hasn't held down properly, it can get sticky. So if you were putting a paper receipt in, there is a chance that it could get stuck to that, whereas glue tends to dry, and I want this to be a really thin little gap. So I'm just going to pop this. I don't want it to be too thick, that's what I'm trying to say. That makes sense. And I'm just going to glue these bits down, which is tricky. But these bits might be better for tear tape. This is Anita's tacky glue, so I've got a little bit of time to work with it. And I've clogged my end up, which is why I'm using a really old crochet hook to spread it. And I need some more, and it's running out. And we're going to do this bit some more, sorry. So I've just popped a tiny bit of glue on there. So can you see that? All 3 bits are done. Go like that. And I'm just going to fold that up. So it's going to take a few seconds to just hold, but that's fine. Okay. make sure that that's down. Let's pop straight back up again. We might need to put a bit more. We'll put a bit of weight on that because we're not using that for a second anyway. Now we're going to, let's get my scoreboard back in. Now we're going to make bits to just make it look a bit more snazzier. So hopefully when you do your Christmas shopping, you'll have something that looks kind of cool and unusual and is practical. So, now I did pre-cut all these. I'm sure they're probably going to be wrong. We shall see. So the first, my papers that I'm using, sorry, are, let me see, what is it called? I've forgotten. This was so organised. This is North Pole by Dovecraft. It's really lovely paper. I'll actually show you this. This is the front cover. It's not shiny. It's matte. It probably would be quite nice shiny actually. But no, it's matte. And these are the colours that you get. They're 12 by 12 and 36 sheets, 3 sheets of 12 design. It's acid free, so you could use it for a scrapbooking as well. And that was like £4 or something crazy. That was absolute bargain. So let me tell you how to work this out. It's really, I guess I say it's kind of obvious, but sometimes, you know, you can't sort of see, you're too busy concentrating on the bigger picture and you can miss it. So what I do when I'm designing something is I've always got my clear ruler. I find that really helpful, and I'm just going to have a look, and you've got to decide, you know, lay it across where you want your piece of paper to go and sort of decide, do you want it to be just a tiny little frame or do you want it to fit completely? With this one I've got really tiny little frame, so I've just measured in. So this one measures 10 centimetres, but I'm going to do it at, say, 9.5. And then this way, I'm going to do it, it measures 15, so I'm going to do it at 14.5. So it's just got a tiny little trim going all the way round. And that's just going to stop it looking so black and boring because I'm running out of coloured paper. So let's have a look. Card rather. You want to make this in cards, definitely. And we're using print stick today just for quickness because I can't find my tear tape, which I think someone has borrowed, or I've left it somewhere really silly, which might be the case. So put that one on there, and then this one. So I've just used one piece for this, but you could use different pieces. You could use up your scraps, whatever you've got really. So this is 11. So you want this one at 10.5 by 14.5. But before you stick this one on, what we're going to do, so that we can close this, we're going to take a piece of ribbon. I haven't measured it, but it just needs to be enough that you're going to be able to tie it. I'm actually going to stick this bit of ribbon, just going to pop a bit of glue on there and just stick this ribbon roughly in the middle, and then we're going to put this over the top. So I know what you're thinking, how's that going to hold? We're not going to be pulling it really tight because you're folding this up, so it shouldn't be putting any pressure on. That means it's going to just rip through the paper. You could use a magnetic clasp if you have some. I just didn't have any, so that's why I'm using this. Basically, simple as that. No other really exciting reason, just for that reason only. And then you don't want it on this end, so pull it back out of the way and then stick this one on. This one measures 6 centimetres by 14.5. So we'll just stick that on. Really gluey, gloopy Pritt stick. Okay. So now, if you fold it back over, you can see my thinking behind that. And that you can just tie that up then, however we want, just a bow. Anyway, let's get the rest of it decorated. So the more you use it, the more easier it will start to fold. Now let's have a look. So this piece measures 6.5 by 14.5. Pattern developing there. Oh no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. I don't want this pocket. We could have glued that down actually. You can choose. Do we want this pocket? No, we don't want this pocket. So I'm going to put this piece on. The pocket thing is optional. Okay, now you have the choice. You could, shall we just remove that because it's not Christmassy, is it? Right, I've removed the cover. It doesn't matter that it's got, oh sorry, you're completely out of focus. Right, it doesn't matter that it's got a pattern on. You have the choice. You could just simply pop your notebook in the flap because you have stuck it down at the side, so you've got that flap option. Or you could glue it on so it's permanently stuck there. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, it's up to you. And then this is my little pocket here for receipts, so I can just pop little receipts in there. So we're still going to decorate it, but we're only going to do the bottom bit, she says, optimistically. And she's going to stick it the right way round as well. So this piece measures 9 centimetres by 5.5. Okay, now you can put a piece on here if you want. If you want to cut a piece of your card on that, you could put pieces down here as well if you want. I'm not going to. You could put pieces on the end as well. And this is just, I can't tie it up now. And this is just my really cute little notepad that, you know, just looks a bit nicer than just carrying my notepad around. And you know that when you put your hand in your bag and you're fumbling around, I think you're going to feel this, aren't you, rather than just a scrap of paper. And that is really, really cute, really sweet. And we can just flap it open and we're ready to go. And I can keep my receipts and I can write people's names on there. And I'm really quite pleased with that. So I hope you like it and I hope you feel inspired to have a go. Do check out my blog. The details are underneath and I will put the measurements on there for you in case you missed it. And thanks ever so much for watching. Take care, bye!